So I was looking at my AA subscription this year, that how much I have spent last year and all. So not only the prices, baffled me to some extent, that I spent like close to $2,500 already on the tools, but more than the cost and other factors, what really baffled me, that how the AI tools are taking my ideas, my data, my files, any of the analysis that I was trying to do, and it was leaving my laptop every single time. Going to a server I've never seen before, in a country I didn't choose at all, and under the terms I didn't negotiate, and I was paying for this privilege. Because right now, fortunately, unfortunately, I'm not getting a choice whether I want these AI models to use my data to train or not. So that's a reality. Have you ever thought that why a lot of companies are not using AI at the organizational level? Because it's expensive. Unfortunately, to some extent, yes. But a lot of companies are able to afford, these AI models very easily, and it is not that expensive. So, what could be the bottleneck? So, it is not the cost for sure. For some companies it can be, but it is not only cost to code, and it is not that the AI models are not capable enough as well. They are quite capable. Every single day we come across a lot of new AI models, and they're extremely, extremely good. It is because the moment you hand over your data to these AI models, you are handing over your sensitive data, which could be your client files, which could be your internal database, which could be your strategy, and many more, different kind of files. You just handed over your data to someone else. Unfortunate part, you can't unsend it. You don't know exactly what they're gonna do with your data, because there have been multiple cases where their data was exposed and they were, used for a lot of different purposes. So you don't exactly know what they'll do with your data and the terms that you agreed to that. That's the real problem, that they will eventually use your data to train the AI models. So it's not a tech, bottleneck for sure. It's the trust. So I built something which can solve all of these problems. I have called it out local computer, your AI employee, where you own the data, you own the intelligence, and it's completely autonomous. It can work, it can perform, it can get your job done without you being sitting on the system. Okay, so there's too much of thing. Let's directly jump to the tool and we'll see what it can do. So this is local computer, your autonomous AI employee, completely built private, and only you are in the control. So it hosts 8 AI agents, one master orchestrator, which decides which tool to pick. So now enough of the conversation. Let me show you how and what it can do. So let's say I'm searching for jobs and I want a list of, let's say, 100 AI jobs in Bangalore, which I can apply, and eventually it should take some good amount of time if I'm going to do it by myself, using LinkedIn or Naukri. But what it can do for me, let's do it. uh, get me a list of, let's say, 200 AI jobs from Bangalore. Let's see. So I'm not doing anything. My hands are here, and you can see it just opened Naukri AI jobs in Bangalore. It is going from one page to another. You can clearly see it is on the page number 3. It is passing more and more pages to ensure that we are able to hit our number. So there are chances that in some cases we don't get the exact number, but still it does a pretty good job. Okay, so it is still running. However, the Naukri has been closed. Let's take a look in the logs, what exactly it is doing. It is giving us the complete information that it was dispatched to Hunter, one of the AI agents. So the master orchestrator decided that it should go to Hunter. And then it scrolled various pages from Naukri. Okay, it is done. It is opening our sheet. Here we go. So if we see, it gave us 146 jobs, which is great. I mean, I would not complain with this. And if you see, it just gave us job title, company, location, salary, if it was found anywhere at all from the sources, and then also the link via which you can directly apply. And overall, we can clearly see that it is including everything that we have. So there are a few also jobs which may have multiple location, like Bangalore as well as other location. It has covered everything, and it gave us a list. Now there's another format in which it has given us a list. It is a PDF format. Let's take a look. And all we need to do, again, I'll repeat this again. We don't need to go anywhere. We can simply click on this particular, the file itself, which is being populated by the tool, and you can open the files immediately from here. So if you see overall 146, it used a 50-50 ratio here. It fetched 73 jobs from Naukri and 73 from LinkedIn, which is great. I mean, And we can clearly see source Naukri, a clear distinction, and also at the bottom you are getting description, to some extent description, as well as the application link. So let's open one as an example. Yes, it is with TE connectivity, TE connectivity. And how much time it would have taken, let's say on some other platform? Maybe a few minutes. Here it took 81 seconds to do our job. That is the magic. In 81 seconds, you were able to fetch 146 jobs which were relevant, and all of the jobs are pretty updated. So again, everything was done within few seconds, like 81 seconds, less than 1.5 minutes. So we just saw a couple of features from local computer, your AI employee. But is that all? I think I have a better person to answer. Watch it out.
Definitely not.